certain section of a community in our country. I'm asking every one of you that I want to be your voice. I want to be your voice. And I've watched when I was, after my court case got kicked out of the Old Bailey. Who was there that day? Who was there that day? Wow, historic moment. When that happened, I was invited to dinner at the House of Lords by Lord Pearson. I went for dinner, and then I watched on the news the next day the sneering by the politicians, the lies they told, their contempt for us, not for me, for us, the labelling of us as people. It's disgusting. I remember watching it that day and thinking, one day I'm going to sit in there amongst you and it's going to rock that building. I'm asking you now, Conor McGregor, on the 23rd of May, we have an opportunity to strike like a bolt of lightning right into the middle of them. Send me in, please. Send me in. I promise you, I will be a voice. I will never be politically correct, as I'm sure you've all worked out by now. I will never shy away, and I do it because I care. When you look at politicians, I watch all these politicians, and I watch them speaking, I say, I don't even think you believe what you're saying. And there's one thing that people can guarantee with me, they know I believe this. They know I believe it. I care. I love our country. I love it. I want what's best for it. Every one of us have a duty. We have a duty as parents. We have a duty as English men, as English women. Our forefathers, and I think all the time, I think deeply, I've sat, and I've had to think deeply, because I have to debate and have these arguments with my mum. My mum doesn't try and argue anymore, she's on side. But my wife, because when I think of what previous generations sacrificed, they sacrificed their lives. Children pretended they were men, they lied about their age, they willingly ran and they fought and they died, and they done that for their country. They didn't shy away and hide. They done that for a safe and prosperous Britain for every single one of us. Right now, we as people, as British men and women, have failed for the last 20 or 30 years. We've been cowered in fear. It's about time we break that fear. It's about time we stand up. And I'm asking you, on the 23rd of May, I don't want it to be a protest vote. I don't want this to be viewed as, yeah, people are angry, so they protested with a vote. I want the 23rd of May to be the start of an uprising. It's the start of an uprising. And it's 74, I keep going on about class, and I don't want to alienate anyone who's middle class or from Middle England, because so many of them are now supporting. But when we look at Parliament, the reason why I get frustrated and I get angry, the reason why so many of us are so disillusioned with British politics, 75% of this country are from working class communities. Only 4% of Parliament are from working class backgrounds. There is no representation for us. How many of you sit and watch any political debate, any of their chat shows?
Smile for you.
Yeah, smile for me, mate. You feel safe. Good, nice and safe, innit? How can you come down? Do you like Tommy? It's alright, innit? Was you in Oldham the other night? It was alright in Oldham, wasn't it? Good, I'm not worried, honestly.
Even, do you know the love, do you know the love I felt, the love I have felt over the last 3 weeks. I've smiled, even with all this, whatever's gone on, I have smiled, I've turned lesbians, look. I have smiled my way through. In fact, I'm smiling every day, because everywhere I go, I don't just get people shaking my hand. If a car drives past, they don't just go, all right, mate, they go, come on, Tom, come on, son. When I get hugs of women, I feel the love. So I want to say to every one of you, everywhere I go, I feel so loved. And it's an amazing feeling. It's a great feeling. We have built a movement. When I was put in prison outside Leeds Crown Court, How many people here? How many people here was that the moment that you started watching, reading, and learning? Was that the moment? So when I got put in jail, I got letters like this, and I read for 6 hours. I set myself a schedule. I read for 6 hours, and I then read so many people's emotions, how passionate people were. I read people who said, I've never been politically motivated, I've never attended a protest, I've never wrote to anyone in prison, and I'm about to do all three. Yeah? That is what we need to do. We need to politicise our people. We need to involve ourselves. 22 million people didn't vote at the last general election. 22 million people. I have never ever voted in my life. I've never voted. The reason they betray us is because we're not putting them in power no more. We don't vote. Some of the wards I've looked at in the northwest, 82% of people don't vote. And I've had so many lads saying, I've never voted, I'm voting for you. If we get the non-voters voting, if we get our communities politicised, it will strike the fear of God into them. It will, right? And it's the north currently. How many people here, you've had 8 MEPs on £96,000 a year,